My name is Abby Elaine Olive. In the year 2011, my son William Anderson Beck was shot twice in the chest and killed. We live in the country, and he was shot in Raymer, Alabama, which is in Montgomery County. The law, since we don't have money, did nothing about it. My son was shot, had no weapon. They know who did it. They did an autopsy, drug tested him. He had no drugs in his system. Was not legally drunk. But he was in a trailer of 14 people, and he was the only one shot twice in the chest. This preys upon my mind, and people have honestly got to where they don't care anymore. They don't even care about a human life. A dog means more than a person does. The law let the man go with justified homicide. How do you justify killing a person, shooting them twice in the chest, them with no weapon, and they get away with it scot-free? There was nothing ever done to this man. He was let loose. He lives in Texas and in Alabama. But I wish people would at least care a little. There's a lot not right with this. And I know you say, well, you're his mother. Okay, yes, I'm his mother. But you can't tell me that if I had money, they wouldn't have done something. They would have done plenty. If I'd have been beautiful and rich, they would have done plenty. But since I'm old and fat and ugly, they do nothing. And I'm poor, as poor can be. Couldn't even afford to hire a lawyer. And they told me not to file just wrongful death. They asked me not to do that. Daryl Bailey did. And then they said if I go wrongful death, then I couldn't, he could say he murdered him, and there's nothing they could ever do about it if I won. But they did nothing. They told us it was our job to prove that he was murdered. Our job, not theirs. They're the law. But they told us that it was our job to find witnesses and prove that he was murdered. Every person in that trailer, if somebody would look into it, will find that everyone in that trailer had warrants on them. My son was the only one that died. And it's really sad when a dog, an animal, means more to everybody than a human being. And the law just turned their back on my son. Nobody will listen to this. Nobody will pay me any attention. That's nothing new. It's been 9 years. That man's enjoyed his life. My 29-year-old son's over there in the grave. That's what I get to go to. And it's really sad. My other children don't understand it. They assumed he'd be arrested. He never was even picked up. It was fine. It happened at his trailer. He had a right to kill him, even though he was unarmed. It's hilarious. It really is. But I've been through bouts of cancer. I've had cancer. And I figure my time is coming. And I'll be with him soon. But still, the questions are, people just don't believe it when they hear it. I have to go to counseling because I have post-traumatic stress because I couldn't deal with it. And I still don't believe that the law did nothing. To them, my son was nothing because we didn't have money. I mean, it's really sad. And like I said, nobody will ever listen to this. But that's how the country's gotten now. A dog means more to people than a human life. It's just a point. He meant nothing to you, but he was everything to me. All my children are. I have 2 other sons and 2 daughters. And I love each one of them. But this is the one thing I will never, ever in my life, ever understand. How you shoot a man twice, get away with it, walk away scot-free, enjoy your life, while like my whole family's life is destroyed pretty much. My life is destroyed. Because every day I have to live with the fact that the law did nothing. But thank you.